Okay, so let's talk about artificial intelligence. Now, if that phrase alone kind of makes your eyes glaze over or you feel like you're already behind in the conversation, don't worry. That's exactly why we're here. We're going to cut through all the hype and the noise and just focus on what AI actually means for you in your real everyday life. So let's dive in. For so many of us, AI feels like this big, powerful, but totally confusing mystery box. Something that's for tech geniuses, not for, well, the rest of us. If you've ever felt that way, I just want you to know you are definitely not alone. It's a really common feeling, and honestly, it's completely understandable. But here's the really good news. It absolutely doesn't have to be that complicated. The whole point of this explainer is to make AI feel simple, practical, and maybe even a little bit empowering for you. To get started, let's kind of shift our thinking. AI isn't some crazy futuristic thing that's coming someday. It's already here, and it's most likely working for you right now, kind of like a quiet digital helper in the background. Just think about your day so far. Did you happen to unlock your phone with your face? Or maybe your map app suggested a better route to avoid traffic? What about your bank sending you an alert about a weird charge? Or your email just magically filtering out all that junk mail? If you said yes to any of those, guess what? You've already used AI today. See? It's that quiet helper that just makes things work. So what is it really? When you strip away all the jargon, it's basically software that can mimic some parts of how we think. And the absolute key part right here is that it learns from examples. It notices patterns and uses that experience to make better decisions over time. It's not just a dumb machine following a script, it's actually adapting. And this right here, this is the perfect way to think about the difference. A calculator is simple automation. You type in 2 plus 2, it gives you 4. Every single time. It just repeats the task. But your spam filter? That's AI. It watches what you mark as junk, it learns, and it improves its ability to protect your inbox. So automation repeats, but AI improves. That's the big idea. And look, if your head is still spinning a little, I absolutely love this analogy. You don't need to be a mechanic to drive a car, right? You just need to know how to use the steering wheel, the gas, and the brake. Well, the exact same thing is true for AI. You don't need to be a coder, you just need to learn a few simple rules of the road to use it safely and feel confident. All right, so we get what it is, but why should you actually care? Well, because AI isn't just about cool technology. It can have real positive impact on 3 things that matter to pretty much all of us: our time, our safety, and our independence. Let's talk about time first. Check out this number, 5.4%. Now, that might not sound huge at first glance, but studies from the St. Louis Fed found that's the average amount of time workers get back each week when they use AI for routine stuff. What that really means is you get about 2 hours a week back in your pocket, time for things that matter way more than slogging through emails. Okay, now for safety. This number is, wow, 10 billion dollars. That's how much money was lost to fraud in the US in 2023 alone. The scams are getting faster and smarter, and honestly, AI is our best line of defense. It can spot those suspicious patterns in a fraction of a second and stop fraud before it even happens. It's kind of like a silent security guard for your money. And what about our independence? This one is so important. Research has shown that some of these AI models, like in-home sensors, can detect when someone might have a fall with around 83% sensitivity. That means quicker alerts for help and even smarter ways to prevent falls in the first place, helping people stay safe right in their own homes. And really, that's what it all comes down to, this powerful idea. It's not just about gadgets, it's about technology that supports our ability to stay in our own homes on our own terms. I mean, that's a deeply personal benefit that goes way beyond just convenience. Now let's address the elephant in the room. What about privacy? What about control? It is totally normal to have those concerns, and I want to be clear, those feelings are 100% valid. But the key thing to remember here is that they are manageable. Research from places like Pew shows that people really want transparency and choice, and good technology is being built to give you exactly those controls. So, how do you actually get started with all this? Let's walk through a few simple, totally doable first steps. This is not about becoming some tech guru, it's just about being a practical, confident user. First up, just pick one tiny thing to try. And I mean tiny. Don't try to change your whole life overnight. Maybe just ask your phone's voice assistant to summarize a long email for you. That's it. Second, take 5 minutes. Seriously, set a timer for 5 minutes and do a quick privacy tune-up. Open an app you use a lot, Go into the settings and just look at what data it's collecting. Turn off anything that feels unnecessary. Third, add 2 simple safety rails. Make sure your banking fraud alerts are turned on. And if you ever get a frantic, urgent request for money, just stop. Verify it with a quick phone call. It's a simple habit that can save you a world of trouble. And finally, and this is the most important rule of all, you are the boss, always. Keep a human that's you in the loop. AI can draft things, it can suggest things, but you always get the final word. So let's just run through that one more time, like a quick little confidence checklist. Try one small task this week. Do that quick privacy review. Make sure your bank alerts are on. And always, always give a final human review before you send anything. That's it. That is the entire foundation for using these tools with confidence. All right, as we start to wrap this up, if there's one single message you take away from our chat today, I want it to be this one. With all this technology, all these tools, they work for you. You are in the driver's seat. Let's just get this straight right now. You absolutely do not need to be techie. You don't have to learn a whole new vocabulary or pick up a new hobby. You just need to be practical about what works for you and what doesn't. The whole approach, the whole philosophy, is right here on the screen. Start small with something simple. Stay in control of your data and your decisions, and then let the tools prove their worth to you. If a tool saves you time or makes your life a little bit easier, fantastic. If it doesn't, you can just set it aside. No big deal. You know, you've already taken a huge first step today just by being curious and spending a little time with me. I really hope this has helped you feel more confident and a little more in control. If you'd like to keep exploring, you can learn more at radosimpleai.com.